Hello, everybody. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm Orlando Ruiz Jr. Welcome to another classic movie review. I'm talking about a black and white classic film noir mystery thriller film from 1947, starring Humphrey Bogart and Loren Bacall. This was their third collaboration out of four movies that they made together from director Delmer Dave's 1947's Dark Passage. In the film, Bogey plays the character of Vincent Perry, this guy that's wrongfully convicted for the murder of his wife. He's sent to San Quentin. He escapes from prison, and during that escape, he has a bit of unexpected help from Irene Jensen, Lauren Bacall's character, who has a lot of sympathy for him because her father was also wrongfully convicted of a crime, and she really is kind of a fan of Vincent, and so she helps him escape, gets him through roadblocks into San Francisco. Now Vincent is this escaped convict on the run. He has to lay low, trying to evade the police, hiding out with this woman that's a real big fan of him, trying to help him out and all that. And at the same time, also trying to find out who set him up, who is responsible for the murder of his wife, and trying to clear his name. It's that classic thriller formula that has trickled down into cinema throughout the decades. When it comes to film, whether it's a new movie or an old movie, it's all about execution. Doesn't matter if it's a formula that's been done throughout the decades, because every decade has a different flavor and different spin on it. And the thing about this movie is, in the first act, you don't even see the protagonist's face. You pretty much see a lot of POV from the point of view of Humphrey Bogart's character. Only you don't see Humphrey Bogart, and there's a reason for that. And it's great that as you watch the movie, it trusts you to figure out why that is. The freaking camera work in this movie, I was like, wow, I was really impressed. And even if you've seen a lot of movies, a lot of black and white movies, if you're familiar with classic movies and you're familiar with just how good old movies can be, even when it comes to cinematography, this movie will still surprise you, even if if you consider yourself a cinephile and all that, and you've seen plenty of black and white movies and you haven't seen this one. Watch this one, you'll know what I'm talking about. Beautiful tracking shots and certain angles that look really cool to see in an old movie like this. And I'm melting like a freaking snowball in hell right now. I'm sorry, but my little sanctuary here gets really hot in the summer, and so gotta wipe the sweat off my eyebrows, and I guess some all out of water. I'm a little thirsty, but that's okay. We're gonna tunnel on through. This was based on 1946 book of the same name by a David Goodis. Never read the book, but if you have, by any chance, you can tell me in the comment section if it's a faithful adaptation or if it strays quite a bit. I'm always curious about stuff like that. Because Irene is trying to help Vincent by stashing him in her apartment to hide out from the cops, she has to worry about people calling the apartment, and her gentleman caller Bob, played by Bruce Bennett, and the character of Madge, who is also an acquaintance of Humphrey Bogart's character who knows him. She's played by Agnes Moorehead, who also played Samantha's mother in the classic 60s TV show Bewitched, and she's very good in this film as the character of Madge. In terms of the plot and the way it develops, there are some nice surprises throughout this movie. There are some nice twists and things that I don't want to give away if you haven't seen it. Although it's an old movie, there are always going to be people that haven't seen something, and so don't want to ruin it for people that like to check out classics. Some people aren't even into this kind of thing, I get it, but this channel is all about the classics. I don't care if it's an old movie, it's a black and white, whatever. If it's a good story, I'm in it, and Humphrey Bogart is in some great classic films. Casablanca, The Maltese Falcon. You also have The Big Sleep, To Have and Have Not, also with Lauren Bacall. Those last two I mentioned. Treasure of the Sierra Madre, The Cane Mutiny, The African Queen, In a Lonely Place, Desperate Hours. Yeah, Humphrey Bogart had a terrific filmography. He made some great movies in his time, as did Lauren Bacall, and the two of them had some tremendous chemistry, which is why they did four films together. And everybody knows, who knows classic movies and classic movie film history and all that, and old Hollywood history, that these two also shared some romance off the screen. This film has all the right ingredients. You have a thrilling plot, interesting characters, fun dialogue that's crisp and crackling and entertaining and just fun to listen to. You also have great camera work throughout that really is a great visual showcase for the city of San Francisco, at the same time telling the story visually beautifully through the camera work. Also, I gotta admit, as a movie fan, I always get a kick out of watching Humphrey Bogart smack some guy around. If you watch enough bogey movies, you'll notice that he doesn't take any shit from most people. You know, if you piss him off enough, like one guy in this movie does, it's like, why I oughta smack, 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 smack. And the guy that gets in this movie, it's well deserved. But yeah, Bogey's terrific in this film. Like I said, Loren Bacall, she's very good, and I enjoy watching her as well. And yeah, she's always great. And the direction in this movie, Delmer Daves, excellent direction. This guy also directed 1949's A Kiss in the Dark, starring David Niven and Jane Wyman. Also films like the original 1957 310 to Yuma, starring Glenn Ford and Van Heflin, as well as a 1950 Western film, Broken Arrow. Nope, not the Travolta movie from the 90s. Like I said, 1950, starring James Stewart. And so, yeah, this guy knows how to make a solid film. And this movie right here is pretty damn solid. Only if I have any gripes, the ending is something that usually is something I kind of bump into. It's not something that I feel like it fits the rest of the movie, if that makes any sense. And if you watch the movie, maybe you'll know what I'm talking about. But I feel like for the entire movie, for the most part, it has a kind of a tone to it that I feel like the ending sort of betrays that a bit. That's just how I feel, but I don't know. Either way, it's a great film, and I give it 3.5 stars. It's a movie that I think if you're into classics, if you're into thrillers, you enjoy a good black and white suspense film, definitely look this up. It came out in 1947. It'll surprise you. It's a good story, good acting, solid direction. Yeah, really like this one. Maybe you can find Dark Passage on streaming. You guys know me though, I'm a hard copy guy. This is my DVD right here. As you can see there, Loren Bacall, Humphrey Bogart. And yeah, like I said, the ending, is something that I kind of bump into, but either way, I think it's a great flick and a very fun watch, good thriller, and a good time. Thank you guys very much for watching this classic movie review. I always appreciate you. If you're into the classics, if you're into movies, if you're into this kind of thing, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications for more reviews coming from me soon. If you're a returning viewer, I thank you for your support and your views. It's always appreciated. Please don't forget to comment, share, like. It always helps. And I'll see you guys on the next classic movie review. Everybody, please take care of each other out there. Peace out. God bless.